Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cafe of Knowledge. So glad that y'all tuning in today. Let's get right into it. Today, everybody know that we are on chapter 8. Last week in chapter 7, we talked about how to set a budget plan for yourself and for your company. And so I hope that was very helpful to everyone on that chapter. But I just went step by step on how you should plan a budget plan for yourself and the company, that they both work hand in hand. Okay, so today is almost the same thing. I'm just going to show you the depths of how a budget plan work for if you have your own company or if you are working for a company. Okay, so let's go into that. And this also apply to if you were trying to put yourself on a budget plan. This is how you should do it. Okay, now so that was it that we did last week. So let's get right on into breaking it down, because this week I have a chart that I'm also going to show everyone so that you can see how that budget plan is deducted and why it's so important to have a budget plan. Okay, so now let's go right into it. Like I always say, please hit like and subscribe, please. We appreciate everyone for giving us nice views, and y'all always hit the like buttons. Y'all have comments and everything else. So I just want to tell everybody thank you for your support. And please hit like and subscribe. If you're viewing, please hit subscribe. I see where we're getting a lot of views, but the subscriptions are not coming up. So please subscribe. Just click it. It's free. Don't cost you anything. Just hit that little button right on the right there that says subscribe, and just subscribe. Don't cost you nothing. It's free. Okay, so let's get right on into it. Let's say that you have a business. You running your own business, or you in a company business. Okay, now let's say that you have a budget of just $10,000 for this business. Okay, the company is on a budget plan for $10,000. Okay, now you cannot spend any more than that $10,000 for that month. Okay, so your budget plan is $10,000 in 1 month. Okay, that's all you can spend. You can't spend any more. You can spend less. That's the name of the game. But you're not supposed to spend more than that. Okay, so you got a budget plan of $10,000. Now you have to understand, you have light bill to pay. You have gas bill to pay. You got water bill to pay. You got inventory expenses to pay. You also have a rent to pay. Your company should have insurance on it. You got to pay that every month. So all these things you have to pay out every month. Okay? But let's say that you only have, like we saying, just that $10,000. But you have to pay light bill, gas bill, water bill, your inventory expenses. That means your inventories that's coming inside the door that you order every week for your store. Okay? Then you have to have a company insurance that you might pay on every week. You have your rent that you have to pay. You probably don't pay the rent, every week. But let's say you're on a budget plan for this whole month. Let's go back, not $10,000 a week. You're on a budget of $10,000 a month. Okay? Each month, you're on a budget plan of $10,000, and you can't spend no more than $10,000 that whole entire month. Okay? Now, at that month, you do have to pay your light bill, your gas bill, your water bill, your inventory, everything that's been coming in all month long from your inventory, your delivery trucks and all that. Then you got to pay your company insurance. Then you got to pay your rent for if you're renting the place that you're running your business out of. You got to pay maintenance, repairs. You got to pay office supplies. Office supplies mean you got to buy things for your computer. You got to buy printer paper. You got to, you got to do all these things. You got to buy mops, brooms, dustpans, all that stuff. That's office supplies and all that. Then you have operational supplies. Meaning that you have to buy register tape for the cash registers. You have to buy kind of bleach to keep the surface clean and all that stuff. Windex to keep the window going. You got to do all this. Window cleaner and all this. So let's say you got to do all those things. Okay? And then you have about 2 employees. You have to pay your 2 employees as well. So let's go over that right quick. Let's say you pay your light bill is $150 a month. Now, y'all might want to get a pen or a paper, and I'm going to show you a chart in a few minutes. But let's say that your light bill is $150 a month. Your gas bill is $150 a month. You might want to take your calculator out and add all this stuff up as I speak. Your water bill is $100 a month. Your inventory expenses is $2,000 a month. Okay? Now you got 2 employees that work for you, and each employee makes $10 an hour. Okay? And they both get 40 hours a week. So that means each employee makes $400 a week. So if this employee is making $400 a week and this employee is making $400 a week because you got 2 employees, that means that you're spending $800 a week just to pay your employees. Okay? So you're spending $800 a week on employees. Now, when you pay those employees for the whole month, which is 4 weeks in a month, then that means you do the 800 times 4, and that gives you $3,200. Every month you pay these 2 employees. So you pay these 2 employees $3,200 every month. Okay? For working in your business. Then let's say you have a company insurance that you have to pay. You have to pay insurance on your business, in case there's a fire and you got to replace. You have to have insurance in case somebody get hurt on the job, something like that. You have to have insurance. So let's say you putting out $200 a month for insurance. Then your company rent, where you rent the place that you operate, and it's $600 a month. Then your maintenance repairs runs you around $500 a month. Then your office supplies run you about $200 a month. Then your operational supplies run you about $300 a month. Well, if you add all that up, you add running your business, to run your business or to run this company that you're running, it costs you $7,400 a month just to run this business and keep this business operating in a functional manner. Okay? So you spend $7,400 on all these things I just named every month. Every month. So you know for a fact your business have to pull in at least this $7,400. Okay? That's the only way that you can afford to keep your business running without going into the hole. You have to make $7,400 so that your business won't fall under. Okay? So, $7,400 the company must set aside and make sure this amount is in the budget account in order for this company to operate and stay operational and not go bankrupt. Okay? So, remember we said that this company has to make $10,000 a month. But it takes 7,400 of that to keep that business going. Okay? So you would subtract 10,000 from 7,400. You got to subtract that $10,000 is what your goal is to make every month. Because you want at least about $1,800, $2,000 left for yourself so you could put it in the bank. So okay, so you'll subtract 10,000. You'll subtract that 7,400 away from that 10,000, which will leave you $2,600. This company has earned, your company or the company you're working for, earned $2,600 in profit. Okay? Now, the company will have to make, so to divide that, so you say, man, okay, my company needs to make, or my business needs to make $10,000 a month. So how much is that I have to make sure I make every week? Well, you divide 4 into $10,000. And that will tell you what you need to make as a goal every week. So if you divide that $4,000 into that, if you divide 4 into that, you divide 4 into that $10,000, then that's going to let you know that you need to lease. Well, first of all, let's stop right here because I don't want to go too fast on y'all. Okay. It takes your business, for a fact, $7,400 to run your business. So then you would take 4, because it's 4 weeks in the month. So you need, for a fact, you at least need $7,400 to make your business stay afloat. That's all we worried about right now. You just need to make your business stay afloat. So then you would divide 4, because it's 4 weeks in the month, because you say, okay, how much do I need to make each week so that I can make sure that I make that $7,400 by the end of the month. So you divide 4 into that 7,400, because that's what you really need to stay afloat. And it's going to give you $1,850. So you need $1,850. Your store needs to make $1,850 each week so you can make your goal and your business can stay operational. Anything that you get over that is just profit. But you got to make sure you make that $7,400, because that's how your employees get paid. That's how you're going to be able to pay your rent. That's how you pay your light bill, your gas bill, your water bill, and etc. That you know that you have to pay each month. And all those things I named adds up to $4,400 that you need to have at the end of every month. So in order to make sure that you make that goal, you then say, okay, it's 4 weeks in a month. 4 divided into $7,400. That give me $1,850. That's how much I need to make each week to make sure that I got everything I need to have to pay all these bills that need to be paid. Okay? And that's how you set a budget. And anything that you make above that amount is profit. If you start making under that amount, you know you in trouble, because you're not going to be able to pay all of your bills at the end of that month. And that's when you're going to know that you need to try to either pick up the pace to make this money grow so that you can make the budget to where you can pay your bills. Because if you keep not making your budget, you're going to eventually have to close that store down, because you are not bringing in enough money to pay all your bills that it takes for that business to stay open. Okay, so let me just show you how that goes, and this is how that budget plan chart will go. And you see how I have it, and you could take a screenshot of it right quick. But that's how it go. You see I have light bill, $150. And then I have the gas bill, $150. Water bill, $100. Inventory expenses, $2,000. Then you'll see how I broke down your employees. You got 2 employees, and then each one of those employees are making $10 an hour, and they get 40 hours a week. So each employee is making $400. So each employee making $400 a week, that's $800. And for the whole month, you have to have at least $3,200 just to pay your employees for that month. And then you go on and on and on and on. Okay? So that's how that goes. Okay? So now, let's say that you do make that $10,000 mark each month. You do make your $10,000 each month. Okay? So that means if you take your $7,400 that it takes to run your business and subtract it from that $10,000, your profit is $2,600. That would be the profit that you could put in the bank, you could set aside, and you could keep growing that amount each month, $2,600, because that's the profit. You do make your $10,000 each month, and you subtract your $7,400. That's all your expenses and bills, and that leaves you with $2,600. That's your profit, and that's the money that you put inside of the bank. So I just wanted to show you guys, do you see how quickly that the bills and the inventory and all the expenses that you have can eat up $10,000 so quickly that now you understand why companies are so strict with making sure they don't have theft in their building, making sure that they bringing in every piece of money that they can. That's why they make sure that they have honest cash register people, cashiers. They want to make sure that they have very honest bartenders. They just want to make sure that everybody, retail, everywhere, they want to make sure that the people that they have operating their company is honest. Because as you see, that people may think, oh, $10,000, they make $10,000, that's a lot of money. No, it's not a lot of money when they have to pay the light bill, the water bill, the gas bill, and they have to pay employees. Then they have to pay insurance. Then they have to pay for the building that y'all are operating out of. You have to pay the rent, the mortgage, or whatever. You have to pay that. Then you have to pay for supplies, and then you have to pay for operational supplies and office supplies. By the time you subtract all that stuff from $10,000, you see you're only left with $2,000. $2,600 is what a company is left with after they did all those expenses. Yes, they made $10,000, but after paying for all those expenses, they wind up just having $2,600. So now y'all see why it's so important that all of the company money or your money, if you're running your own business, now you see why it's so important that you get all your little money and all your little change, because you have so many expenses that you have to pay to keep your business afloat, or to keep the company afloat. And once they pay everything, it turns out to not be as much as you think it is. Okay? So that's the purpose of that. So I just wanted to do a quick video on that, and I wanted to break it down to you. And hopefully that y'all took a screenshot of this and you could break it down. And if not, rewind and look at this video again. But that is how you set a budget plan. And you set a budget plan according to what your bills are and what it takes for that company or your business to operate within that month. Once you see how much money you bringing in and how much expenses you have, then you have to sit down right at that moment. And you have to start saying, okay, I usually pay this for light bill, this for gas bill, this for water bill, this for my employees, this for insurance, this for office supplies, this for operational supplies. Once you put all your expenses down there, you know what you need to make and what your goal is that you need to make for that store. Because if you don't make this, you're going to go under. And then you're going to have to close it down, shut it down, file for bankruptcy and all that stuff that you don't want to do. So that's the purpose of keep bringing money in, and companies always trying to do this and put this on sale and bring in money here because they need that to keep the business float. So that's all I wanted to tell y'all today. That was quick, but I just wanted to explain to everyone about the budget plan and how quickly the budget can be eaten up by all of your expenses. And that's why it's so important for you to push that goal to make sure that you meet these budgets and meet that goal so that your business can stay afloat. Okay? And next week, we are going to go into more budgeting, but it's going to be like a primary report, and I'm going to show you deeper depths of how the light bill, the gas bill, the expenses of everything, and the categories of everything inside of a retail store, a restaurant, or whatever. I'm going to show you all these little different categories so that when you're running a business, you will be able to keep up, keep track, and you know where you stand on making sure that you are making your budget. And I'm going to give you a good understanding of why companies set this budget for everybody to make, which I explained some of that today, but I'm also go deeper into it of why they do want you to make so much, and you might think it's hard to do, but kind of is easy to do. So we're going to go into all that, and they call them primary reports or summary reports. We're going to go into that next week, and that's going to be a little bit more in depth of what we're talking about today. But you got kind of the main idea, a good concept on why budget plans are set, made, and should be perfected. Okay? So, that's all I got for today. I see y'all next week when we do into the primary reports and the summary reports and all that good stuff on budgeting. So, y'all have a great day. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And you know what all that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anyone to stop you from your goals and your success. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye. See y'all next week.